everyone. I'm Janelle Friesen. I'm the Public Information Officer here at the UG Public Health Department. And this week, today is December 10th, and we're going to talk a little bit about the holidays because that's probably on a lot of people's minds right now. But first, let's do some introductions from Julianne and Dr. C. Julianne, you want to start us off?
Hi everyone, Julianne Van Loo, the director here at the Health Department for Wyandotte County.
Hi, everybody. I'm Erin Corriveau. I'm a physician and I'm the Deputy Health Officer for the Health Department.
All right, thanks. Well, I know when we hear about holidays right now, a lot of the guidance is like, don't do this, don't do that, but that's, not super useful, especially when, people are, really missing a lot of their traditions and seeing their loved ones. So today, let's talk a little bit about what people can do if they are going to have any kind of gathering, if they are going to see any of their loved ones, how can they make that less risky? Julianne, do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think, one of the things that we talk about a lot is staying outside. We've been really lucky here in the Kansas City area to have wonderful weather and to get creative. Dr. Corvo and I had a play date with our dogs at the dog park last weekend and wore our masks and stayed apart, but got to actually connect with one another in person, and that was fantastic. So I'd say, first of all, if people can stay outside with their loved ones, that's obviously ideal. When you're together, you must wear your mask and you must still stay 6 feet apart at all times. I would say also, doing a lot of those traditional things that we do that aren't in person are still on the table. We still hope folks are doing the decorating of their homes. We still hope folks are dropping food off for one another, taking baked goods. We are not seeing transmission happen when somebody makes someone a plate of cookies and leaves it on their doorstep. We are not worried about those sorts of situations. Don't stand there face to face at the doorway maybe for 10 minutes, but leave things for one another like you would any other year. Those sorts of activities we want and we need to see continue. Dr. C, do you want to talk about actually getting together in person for the holidays?
Yeah, thanks, Julianne. I realize that this is just a tough time for us all. We're all missing our family members. I certainly am. So, one of the things that Julianne just talked about, about staying distanced and getting together only maybe with just the people in your own household, that is really the safest way to celebrate, so that those people who are in your bubble, your immediate household, celebrating with them is really the best way to make sure that we don't spread this virus or bring the virus into our families. We would also recommend, though, if you have to travel, there are some things you can do to be safer. And we would recommend that one of those things is to start now in thinking about quarantining. And what we mean by that is think about those interactions that you're having with other people. Think about every single time that you go out from your immediate household, and think about those interactions. Try to limit them as much as possible, so that the chance of getting the virus and then spreading it is much lower in that way. Mask up every time you go outside of your house. It's absolutely necessary. Even if, like Julianne and I were at the dog park, we were masked. We really just want to say we want to drive that possibility down to zero, that we would spread the virus, to our family members. So we recommend that. The other thing is that, after you have quarantined yourself up until, right before the holiday, get tested. We're still open for testing and encourage you all to come in. It's better to know your status than not, and we're happy to test you for free. And we certainly still offer that over at the location at 78th and State. And so our hours are there during the week, 9 to 3. So come on down. We would love to see you, especially before the holiday.
Yeah, but folks need to remember that they should plan to get tested a few days ahead because it can take 2 or 3 days to get those test results. So if you go get tested the day before you're going to have a gathering, you probably won't have your results back quite in time. So you need to just plan ahead, do it a little bit in advance.
Good point. And Janelle, we were just talking a little bit ago about hours during the holidays. Yeah. Do you have those hours?
Yeah, so we do have some different hours. So on December 24th, we're going to be open 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. So we're opening a little bit earlier, but then we're closing early for the day. And then we are closed on the 25th on Christmas Day. We are going to be open on December 31st on New Year's Eve, but we will be closed on January 1st for New Year's Day. So just keep in mind that the hours are a little bit more limited, but other than those days, we'll be doing our regular hours. And when something else I wanted to mention, and please add on if I missed something, but if people are gathering, we also encourage them to keep it pretty small. You know, we're saying, I mean, the best thing to do is keep it to around 10 people. And also, if it's somebody who doesn't live in your same home, in your same household, you still want to do your best to keep some distance between you. And then, you know, keep masks on if you're not actively eating and drinking, and because we know that with those types of social gatherings, there's still definitely risk of spread of COVID-19.
You're right. Just wear that N95 for the first couple hours. It'll get normal, I swear. I do it around my folks if I'm ever able to see them, and it feels weird for a while. But if we normalize it and make it okay for one another, then we're really giving ourselves permission to take care of one another and to do some of this in the most safe way possible. So let's just take every opportunity to decrease our risk bit by bit so that it's as low as it can be over the holidays.
Good point. And I just want to say that was a great thing there about the decreased number of people that you get together with, you know, and we really in Wyandotte County, we require that you stay at 10 people or less. That's the health order that just came out a little bit ago. And so it's important to remember that. We recommend fewer. Fewer is better right now, and we understand that you know there's so many important people in our lives that we're not getting to be in touch with right now. But it's really in an effort to keep our community safe and so that we can have really quite a big celebration next year.
Right. Yeah, we want to be able to really enjoy those future holidays, keep everybody healthy and safe for that. I also wanted to comment, Julianne, you talked about wearing that N95, but people don't have to wear an N95. Wear whatever mask or face covering you have access to. We know that cloth masks do help reduce the spread of COVID-19 as well as paper masks. So just making sure that your nose and mouth are covered is what helps protect folks around you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Janelle.
Sure. All right, thanks so much for this discussion. I just want to reiterate for our holiday testing hours at the former Kmart location on Christmas Eve, we're open 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., closed Christmas Day. We're open New Year's Eve and closed New Year's Day. All right, have happy and safe holidays, everyone.
Thank you. Take care.